Hello, hello. We are live, I believe. Let me just check on YouTube here. Yep. We are live on YouTube. So we are here. We're going to go live today. Sorry. Totally have a little bit of a scratchy throat. Okay. Well, hello, everybody. If you're new here, my name is Lucretia, or Cretia, as my friends call me. And today, in honor of Replit's 10th birthday, Replit says that. So today, in honor of Replit's 10th birthday, the Replit agent is free to build today. So I wanted to come on live and update a couple of the apps that I have started, and then build a new app for a client I've been kind of working on in the back end. But then I saw that Replit was going to have this birthday special, and I decided to wait till do the thing. So let's do it. And feel free to ask any questions that you may have. I might not be always looking at the chat, but I will come back to those questions. Okay, and we're live on Facebook as well. Yay. Okay. Perfect. Anyway, let's dive in. So I am going to share my screen, and I am logged in to Replit. So we're going to share that screen. And here we are. Okay, so in honor of Replit's 10th birthday, again, Replit agent is free today. So let's start building. And actually, I want to share more than this Replit, so let me see if I can do that. I want to actually, let's stop this share for a second, and I'm just going to get the other one set up, because we just want to do that. So, and I might actually want to keep that going. Put that one for now. Sorry, I thought I was all prepared, and you know what? I changed my mind last minute, and when I want to do things differently. So that's what we're going to do. So just bear with me a moment, and then we will get ourselves there. Just because I was seriously going to do this differently, but we're going to do it this way. Okay, and we'll just make this bigger. I don't know. Motel somewhere. She didn't give me the details, all right? I'm glad to be rid of her. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now we are good on both sides, I believe. So let's share. And oh, it's not even on here. So oops. Let's close it and open it again and see if that works. And then maybe we'll be able to share. Now it doesn't want to close. There we go. Okay. We've got this today. Okay. We are now all set up. Okay. Sharing the screen. If it lets me. Maybe it will not. Who knows? It was just letting me share screens. I was just able to do it. Always with the tech issues. All right. Let's do. Let's see if this will affect anything. It might. Okay. We're better. We're just going to do this screen. I'm going to share everything. Okay, so you can see my entire screen now, which is not as clean as I want it to be, but that's okay. Okay, so we're back in on Replit. And see, it says agent is free today to celebrate our 10th birthday. So we are going to get started with that. So I have actually made a couple projects. The most recent one's the family wallet, which is the first one we're going to look at. And then I've got another app that I use. Like, it basically runs my business, is pretty much the easiest way to say it. And then I'm going to actually build out one for a client. But one of my biggest tips for building out the apps is to actually take your favorite LLM and build out the code. If it decides to open, this is what was giving me issues before. Let's see if it does it. Oh, I'll just get rid of this. And then it's here. Oh, it doesn't want to. Why doesn't it want to open? Okay, we're just going to move that screen over and hopefully we can see this one now. There. Okay, we are good to go. So one of my biggest tips is that somebody actually shared with me is to do the coding and like the thought process in your favorite LLM. So today I'm going to be using Claude, and I'm going to go back to the chat I had for my family wallet and just have a conversation. So a couple things. So that's the first thing. Sometimes I will give it probably too many things at once, but we're gonna do this as one. And this is just like an app that I made for us to kind of figure out. I've used YNAB for years and years and years. I've used Mint. I was trying out, I think it was called like Clover or something. And I love a lot of the apps. I've used every dollar. And there's a lot of elements that I like. And then there's stuff that it doesn't do that I want it to do. So that's kind of where we're at now. So I want to make sure I add this feature and then 2 other things as well. So and I often will do like a what would you, like I often ask like what would you suggest, or what do you think? I know what I would like to do, but also sometimes I don't always think, and this is a little bit of a I guess LLM strategy. Sometimes I don't always know what I don't know, and so I love to kind of expand my knowledge base by seeing what the LLM has to offer or suggest. And I don't often go with it, but sometimes I might. And so that is just what we're going to do right now. So what would you suggest? We need to talk. Why not now? You said you needed me to get through this. That's not it. Why are you shutting me out? Just ignoring me now? Okay. I think for now, these are the updates I would like to do. So we've put this in, and I'm going to ask it to see what it says, and then it will give me the prompt, and then I will add it to the app. I'm just going to turn on my heater here. So there might be some background noise, but it's just a little chilly today. So we're going to use that. I'll put it a little further back. And I actually am not using headphones today, which I typically do. But today we're not doing that. So let's see what this says, because I think it's done. Yes. Okay. So it says, let's tackle them before we write any prompts, which is perfect. This is what you want it to do. And this is a big piece that I was going to make sure. I don't want this. I'm thinking about this. And I want it to be more private. Okay. So how I answer these is typically I will copy. Actually, let's copy this first so that it knows what I'm talking about. We'll paste it there. And we'll do this. And QPNC on a Mac. Let's use shortcuts because that's faster. And we'll do this. And then I will do a dash. And because I use M dashes. And easily, because that's a question. We're going to do private invite link. can it be the same? And this might tie into the question above, but that's okay. So I answered those. They do recommend that we do the invite link with a pin, but that's why I'm asking questions. So then the number 2, you want to hit, if you don't know how to make the get to a new line, you want to hit shift return or shift enter. They're one and the same on your keyboard, and that will give you a new line without. Sometimes when you hit enter, it will already make the LLM move, and it's like sending it through, and we don't want that. So let's look at number 2. Nomad hybrid system. What we could build. Yeah. I can find the or I actually probably have them. And then number 3. Let's say and 3, spending buckets versus goals. Set that up. We've already built this. Okay. There was no question for number 3. So let me get rid of that and then say they do ask, want me to write all 3 agent prompts now or tackle them one at a time? And you can I've got a few questions and clarifications before we start to build. and then send that off and see what it comes back with. And oh, it's doing it fast. Okay. And now I have another question for it because I just thought of it. But that works. Okay. Okay. If it's not too complicated, is that, and this kind of is going off on another tangent, something else that I'll have to build, but I just want to know what their thoughts are on that, because the unique link is a little bit weird. I don't know if that's going to be possible. Debt payoff. So let's do number 2. Yeah. So there's that. And then they have we're going to take out the number here just because they've asked questions. And then I'm going to copy this and say, And then oops, let's make sure that I have the right dash. There. Let's see. And is there any other questions? Nope. So we'll do that and see. Perfect. Do I want the GHL form to be the only way to get access, or do you want to? Yeah, I agree. Perfect. Let's do this. And I'm not using my keyboard shortcuts, I just realized. I need to get better at that. That's something I'm working towards this year. So saying it so that you can hold me accountable. I agree with your recommendation. And then for invite system, yes, let's do it this way. And then we've got the debt payoff. And I think some of my cards are $19.99, but I just want to say like hi to start. And who knows what others have, so that'll be good. So I would say use GHL to email codes and I'm not really sure what it's asking here, so I'm going to ask what it suggests. What do you suggest? And then is there any other questions? Nope, it's just the two. Sorry, need to move the heater closer. It is cold. Go with separate admin pin rather than... Yeah. Perfect. That's what I was wondering if it was asking. And it confirmed it. Yeah. Perfect. Make sure you're happy with the complete scope. Yep. Yes. Two questions. Two questions. One. Do I need to set the GHL workflow today as building or question? And two, should we also add a more than the suggestions we have currently? Let's make that clear. Okay. New that icon, use this. Bookmark. That might be 3 questions there, but just thought of that. Yes. Yeah, yep. For the Buckets tab, do you want it as its own tab in the navigation? it. What do you think? I think that works. But let's see what they suggest. Okay. Do I need the GHL webhook today? I think that I don't, but okay. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, um, okay. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Do you want people to be able to? Yes. Emoji, please. I love emojis, especially for this. And like, it's more fun customizing. So this is the way to do it. So yeah, here we are. Doing all the things. Okay. It gave us different prompts. Perfect. So let's do this today. Because I've actually shared it with a few friends, but then I've had them like just sign in as us. So we've copied that first one. So let's go into here and oops. A few more updates for us, please. If you don't type something when you paste it in, it doesn't paste it in, or so I've found. So we're going to do that. It's going to take a while to think, but it actually tells you everything that it does when you build. So that's really awesome. And I am just going to check all of my, just checking the lives and stuff. And I'm still live. Let me see if there's any comments. There is some comments asking if I know that I'm live, and yes, I do. I am doing this live with everybody, just for fun. Just to do this today. And so while it's working, we'll move it back out of the way. And then we've got the next prompt. Prompt 2. Paste this after prompt 1 is done working. And is there only 2? Not 3? Oh, prompt 3. Sorry. Scroll too fast. Okay. And hey, it's already done, which is like crazy because normally it takes a long time. Let's turn on the notify, and we're gonna allow, and then we'll come back here and copy this. Now normally I don't talk so much while I'm to myself, or to you guys, I guess, while I'm doing this. If I'm doing this for myself without you guys, I wouldn't talk so much, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. All of a sudden it started working again. Maybe it's not done. So we will possibly wait. But normally I wouldn't narrate this out, but because you're watching, I am going to try and keep you guys in the loop about what I'm doing and see if you guys can learn something from this. I'll just share what I do, tips and tricks. If you have any tips and tricks you want to share or want to see me try, I'd be more than happy to do all of that. I don't know how long I can stay live today, but I'm hoping that we can at least do this app, and then I am going to be working on the Biz App too. But I think next what we should do is the client app that I would like to do. And we can actually start that while this one is running and working. So why don't we start that, because we use Claude to do like the coding first. So let's start here. That is a custom portal for students. of mine. Yeah, this app is for a client of mine. And they sell courses / memberships. To colleges. I want to include things in the app that include things in their own app. Like color, maybe light layout, background, music, fun stuff. I also want them to be able to see where they are in the course, what is upcoming, events upcoming, like our office hours, our in-person events, their upcoming meetings, their admissions coach, about their admissions coach, bio, headshot, contact info, provide access to the booking calendar, the team contact info, add that later. Maybe also include a for them to build a one-sheet virtual for themselves. Maybe even with the capabilities to send out to potential schools. As their talent real or real. Include, possibly include a way to leave my client as a testimonial. Of what school they got into, where we ask for info so we can share that their success on socials, etc. Do you have any other suggestions or concerns about this? Let's see what it says. And I haven't seasoned this chat with anything about the client, which is totally fine, I believe. I just want to make sure that or things. This is another great tip that I got. But I haven't, let's go back there. I haven't seasoned this chat with anything about the client necessarily. So in building this app, they kind of just wanted to make a custom app for their students. That's all they gave me. And I've had this kind of rolling around in my mind. I actually wanted to tell them sort of like its own MySpace, but I did not say that here. So should we do that? Let's see what it says, and then maybe we'll add that in. Yes. So let's do this, and we will. Oh, it has this reply option, but when you hit reply, that's kind of cool. Let's try it. Accounts are gated by a purchase on their existing platform. Currently SAM cart, but will be moving to GHL for the 2027-2028 school year. I think that's what it is. Or maybe it's 2020. I think that's what it is. Let's just put it there. Either way, next school year. We'll put that in brackets and see if that works. Do you already have a platform for the courses? If so, also have an Airtable we'd like to integrate as well. I believe they track some things in Airtable. We would say hundreds. I don't think it should be more than that. So let's do that. Then we'll do reply. One coach can have many students, but, and I don't know if I like this way of doing it, but we'll try it for now. But students don't switch coaches. Right now they use TimeTap. Eventually, next season it will be GHL, because that's the plan. Okay, and then we're gonna say progress tracking, maybe things like school list, towards applying to which is something they have to submit at a point during the course. Let's do customization. Yeah, I'm not loving, it's a cool feature, but there's just a lot here. Customization, here is where we're gonna add. I kind of want it a bit like MySpace. Give them the ability to pick a theme, maybe add a playlist, incorporate their school list, maybe a vision board or stickers. Can you describing? Let's see. And then we're going to do the rest in one go. shareable link mini website. I would like let's look at these. Let's do them all together. Okay. Let's start. Both would be ideal. Let's do student zone. Let's say for now. Yes. Agreed. Okay. I like this suggestion. Love this. Love this. Let's also make it editable so that if they need to change and upload, that they can. Can we also find a way to integrate this with Airtable and GHL? Question mark. We today? Question mark. Let's do. Yes. I love that. Good. They captured the scholarships because I forgot to mention that. Yes, we love this too. Yeah. Would it be a second app or a standalone app for coaches? Yes. This for sure. So glad they captured this. 1,000%. Okay. Perfect. So this is what I do. I use my LLM like a business partner and bounce ideas off of it, like help it ask questions. But while it's writing all of this up, and I didn't read the other stuff, but it has it's done all this. So let's do that. And then while this is working, we can go back and read the rest of the other. And then we will do part 3. But I can probably show you that app pretty shortly. So where did we start answering the questions? I think it's here, right? Or is it higher up? No, here it is. So which course platform are they currently on? I said what they were on. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what it says at the bottom, because honestly, this kind of overwhelms me because of the way we did it, which is why I kind of don't like it. Separate app, it could go either way, but here's the honest breakdown. Easier to maintain, data is shared in real time. Okay, let's do that then. Yes. Okay, so for the coach dashboard, love your recommendation for version 1. Let's go with that. Okay. No, you don't need to figure this out today. Okay. Sam currently their student info, coaching logs, any by coach, I believe. It's one link. You select your coach, the session name, and then you get brought to complete the booking. Hopefully that helps. Is there anything else we could be missing? based on what I'm or I need or want. Let's see. Now let's go back to here and see what's happening, because it looks like let's see. It looks like nothing happened, but let's see. We have to approve and publish. Let's see what happens after this, if it rejigs the prompt too. If not, we'll post it again and we'll get that loaded. We'll get that loaded. Sorry, I just got an alert that I need to there was an issue, which is probably why. We're just gonna turn these on. There we go. That was my alert to turn these on. You guys can see my whole screen, so you can see this little toggle up here that's like counting up in time. That is my 9-month-old sleeping. He's napping, so which is why we can go live right now. Okay, and see, it tells you exactly what what's happening. So it's doing that while it's thinking, because it could take a while. Like, it literally will say like works for 6 minutes and all those things. Let's go back to Claude. Oops. Take that, pull that up. The things we haven't talked about that could matter a lot. Oh, that's really cool. I like the wins log. I like the encouraging messages. Yes, I like that. I like his scratch pad idea. And then yeah. Yeah, we know that there's not going to be an automatic sync from Samcart. Sorry, I'm just skimming this. I'm not going to read it all out loud to you. Love the could matters a lot. And we don't have to copy that over. Love the could matters a lot. Incorporate them in V1. I'm just going to confirm that. Yeah. We'd love to incorporate them in V1. That's perfect. I am building this for my client in Replit today, let's say. Not sure. What do you suggest? Because I think that doesn't apply anymore. I think this last question is no longer applicable. But I could be wrong. Okay, we're going to press go on that. Come back over here. It is still working, but as you can see, it's saying like catalog is missing. Good, it's now installed. Let me read the sections I need to insert. Now adding that. So yeah, we're there. What I would like to do is show you how this one that we're building here, how it would look. But I also want to show you the other one. We might not have all the time to do that today, but I don't know. We'll try. And here's why. Okay. Agreed. What is possible? Correct. Replit is great for editing something running fast, but this app has a meaningful amount of complexity, role-based. Today it's going to be the Replit AI agent. Write it as if you're me, the developer. What I am. With the max amount. Is he awake? Pardon? Okay. Just checking on them. Just checking on him, sorry. Okay. Let's look back over here. We're doing all that. I'm gonna ask it one other thing. Normally I don't like to ask it too many things in this box that I don't do in Claude, only because it uses up a lot of your usage and credits and all of the things. But I'm going to ask it once it's done this, like, what are the new additions it did? Because I want to know if it just did prompt 1 or prompt 2. And he's awake. So I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to do this, but we will try to get this done, at least so you can see like this one version of this. It might not be all the way done. But at least so you can see this version of what we've been working on for the finance app. And then hi buddy. Hi bud. Mommy's doing a live on YouTube. Are you gonna play? Are you so happy after a good nap? You slept very good. That's very good. Okay. No, it told me. So it's done the debt payoff tracker, but it's still not working. Oh goodness. Okay. So we're doing let's go back to Claude and like just take a look at this, because I want to make sure that it's done. And I don't know if that's gonna stop that chat, but hopefully not. So what was prompt 2? Prompt 2, debt payoff tracker. Okay, so that's where it got stuck, is the debt payoff tracker, I think. And then really what I wanted to do is 1, 2, and 3, and then press publish. So let's see. I'm going to copy that, but I want to say, just to confirm, we did the debt payoff tracker. We've updated for spending buckets, for the spending buckets feature and the debt payoff tracker. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Giving everybody whiplash. Just to confirm, we've updated the app for the spending buckets feature and the debt payoff feature. Correct. I don't know if you talk to this agent just like you do an LLM, but that's how I do it. Anybody has any other suggestions? Okay, so they're both there. Amazing. Can we do this next? Then, please. The deployment error that was blocking publishing is also resolved. All TypeScript errors have been cleaned up. Okay, so it says the error has been resolved. We don't know that for sure, but let's just do this next. Then we will worry about the publishing. Sometimes this actually gets me into trouble, because like I kind of break things and then I have to put it back together. But we will learn together. Okay. So we've got that. And then while this is running, this is going to probably be a few minutes. Let's go back and see if this still continued. Oh, it's got a brief. It built me a brief. Okay. Okay, so exactly. Phases show the client full vision. Good, I have what I need. This will be comprehensive. Your fill will brief is ready. Here's the document covers for So can I have a version of this brief that is more succinct, I can't spell, to share with the client? The client, they don't need the prompts. Okay. The vision. Okay. So now with this, we're going to download. And save. And then I will open it. So I can start at section 14 and start building. No, that is still working. We're still thinking here. "12 seconds, 9 actions, all the things." And we're doing
Hello. Hello. You have a napping?
Say, I napped for 2 hours and 11 minutes.
You played with the toy? Yeah. You get squares? It's triangle. It's a triangle.
It's still thinking. Okay. And my other one didn't open. Not that I needed to necessarily, but then we have to scroll down. Here's a client-facing version. It focuses on everything they need. Yay. Okay, perfect. That will be very great. We'll read it, obviously, before, but let's try and get this opened. Okay, it's opening now. Not that I necessarily want to, like, do all the things, like, see it, but it says to start with section 14, right? Is that what it said to start with? How do you start with section 14? Yes. Okay, 5, 8. paste this.
Ooh, there's a bump.
Oh. Let's see. I don't know if this is going to be good enough. I'm a little hesitant to know. It's like one prompt that's supposed to do the whole face. Makes me a little worried because there was a lot in there. But I did give it a lot to kind of do one really good prompt. So let's see what it spits out when it needs to spit something out. But once this publishes, I want you to see it. And then because we started building the other one, I would love for you to see that too, if time allows. And then maybe I'll wrap it up for the day and do my app for that runs like everything in my business on my own. It is something that I like. This other app, the one is like a personal app, the finance one. This one is for a client, and then the other one is for one of my like top tier offers that I offer. So it's kind of like, I think it's like the most amazing thing ever. But we will, like, you kind of have to see it. I don't know. I was going to say you kind of have to like see it to believe it, but in all honesty, you have to be working with me to use the Biz App and get it. That one you definitely have to pay for. Like this family wallet one, I'm not sure if I'm going to sell, but I could very well sell it eventually, and that's why we built it the way we did today. And then, which is why this is working on it. And then this client one, they were already paying me to build the app or do the thing for them. I wanted to kind of just show them what is possible with it. So that is the whole premise of today. And then the Biz App is like I've probably been working on it for over a year, ideology wise, and in March started the app build. So it's still a work in progress. I do have it out to some of my clients, but it is like, you work with me to see it, or you have to buy the features of the app. There's like so much that's involved with that one that we could probably do a whole other live on so many different elements to like, or several lives, sorry, to like start that process and get it even ready where you're ready to work it. So there's that. But we are still working on all of the things. So we will see how it works. But it's very good that it is a free day today, because I started building this app, this family wallet app last Saturday. Yeah, last Saturday. So it's been about 2 weeks. I did a little bit on it on Monday night, and then I did a bunch on it, not last night, the night before. Yeah, the day before. So on the 30th, I did a bunch on it, but I had started building it on the 25th, basically. And my Replit, I pay for the pro version, which is like the $20 a month, I think it is. Whatever it is, I pay for the like $20 a month package. And by the 30th, at some point during the day, I had already gone over that $20 amount usage. So then I extended it by another $20. Because you can pay like by the usage, and just like it won't stop you. It'll just kind of warn you when you get to there. So that's what I did for Thursday. And then I realized like there was the birthday day today, so I was like, I'll save any other updates till then. But that app basically was about $33 or $33, I think, or $34 US, because I'm in Canada, so, and it's a US fee. So that's what it cost me to do that usage wise, because that was all I was building in that like period of time. And I can show you possibly where you can see your usage on this once this is done. I don't want to interrupt it right now. But yeah, so it's just a lot of like talk to ChatGPT, and that's why, or not ChatGPT, but Claude, your like whatever LLM you like. I've used ChatGPT before. I've been exploring Claude. But you basically talk to it and you like piecemeal like prompt after prompt after. And just build it. And when things don't work, you can go back to Claude and say like, hey, this isn't working. Why is this not working? Rewrite this and see if it works. So we'll see. After this, I'm just going to scroll up to see. Yeah, this is the last one. If we can get this, and then how it'll work. And then I'll go in and update the app, because there's things I know I need to update. So yeah, we just wait for it to think. But like, you can read all the things it does. It does perform better when you talk to it like a developer, which I know I use an LLM to write a lot of it, but as you can see, the way I use the LLM is like a business partner or somebody to bounce ideas off of, and then we come up with like the verbiage to write all the things. And yeah, it just really works well. So we'll see. Hopefully this can publish very shortly. I wonder if I can show you the app while it's still working. I don't know if it'll show. Okay, so this is me. We'll show you into it. This is it before any of these updates. This is like the export. You've got like you can share it. I can share it. Any of that kind of stuff. You've got a calendar view. this is not totally correct. Like the income is not correct. Because I haven't played around with all that. Literally, like just built it and put like expenses and stuff in. But not anything else. So I wonder if I should also add that feature now that I'm looking at this. But anyway, that is what it looks like for now. So it's still working, but we'll see if it's done. And we can do all of the things as we go. It's just a lot of waiting. This was kind of boring, unfortunately. So there's that. But let me stop the screen share. And I'm just going to look on the YouTube and see. It had like the option to have like the chat and stuff, but now I don't see it. Anyway, if people are here, then hopefully you see it. If not, just know I will get back to your comments whenever I can, or whenever I finish this. Let me go over and look at this next one. It's still thinking. Okay. Found the bug. It found a bug. So maybe it will fix it. I'm going to actually open up another Replit. I don't know if I should open another Replit. So let's not bounce around. But I will share my screen again. And we'll share. And then we'll go over to this tab. So it's still working. But I will show it to you as soon as I finish it. It's been super fun to like learn and teach myself and kind of explore all of these things. It's just been really exciting to learn all of this, and kind of see what's possible. So yeah, everything is working end to end. So they're just going to update and then do a final screenshot of the app. I love that it tells you what it's doing exactly as it's doing it. And yeah, I think that's really awesome. So And then we'll see if we can also give you a preview of the other one. And then I will sort of end this live. But I really wanted to show you kind of my process. And a lot of it is talking to the LLM and then waiting, as I said. So, and I'm going to have it redo these admin codes because you can now see them, which is fine. We'll have them adjust after we're live. So I wasn't necessarily thinking about that while we were live, but we learned together. Sorry. Just these. Excuse me. Okay. Let me just blow my nose. I wonder if I can I mute? I'm going to mute while I blow my. I should unmute myself. And we are publishing, but you see it worked for 21 minutes. Like, this is where it's been like really, it's been a long time. So, and it shows that it's worked for 21 minutes. It's free, and it's worked. So let's take a look at what the app looks like. Are you getting an outfit on, Bub? Something is happening. Hold on here. Doesn't seem to be opening, which is an issue. Let me see if I can see it on my phone. Any different, and then I'll be able to tell you. Right now it's like glitching out. And it's not on the phone either. Yeah, it's all white screened on the phone. Something is happening. So this is a good thing to check. But I did say that I was going to show you the usage. So, oh, that's not the right usage. Sorry. That's not the usage I meant to show you. Hold on. So if we go into settings, you can go into billing, and we can see I'm on the Replit Core plan. And account usage. Sorry, that's what I wanted to show you. But I've already used the $20. I've used $14, so it was about $34 to do that app. Yeah, and we can see that. So yeah, that's where you see all of that. It is okay. Now let's do this here. Let's say, why don't we try let's go and I want to create something new. I want to create that app. Let's try this one for the client since we've done that. So this is the prompt that Claude gave us. And let's see what we can do. We will probably name it something different, but that's okay. It is thinking, I don't know. And you know what? This is something to ask. Can you build multiple okay. This is going to do, this is good because it literally is going to walk me through how to do all of these things. But what I want to do is I want to give them a preview of this app before we set up all this stuff. So let's go back to Claude and see if we can do that. But while I do that, because we're going to be talking with them for a bit, let's go back here and can we please check the app again? When I go to it now, it's all white or won't load. On my mobile app, or it won't load in the browser. I don't know how much information to give it, so we're just going to give it everything that I have. So far, okay, perfect. So they're checking that. We're going to go back into Claude while it's checking that and say, this is amazing, but I want to show the client a preview of the app before I hook everything up. Can we do that instead? And I'll just make another one. Yeah. This is what we want to do. So sometimes it kind of gets it wrong. So we've got that. What should the prototype default to? Let's do a midnight dark purple. Fully. We want it full. We want all of that. I want all the things. And I think it might have misunderstood me too, because I actually want to build it in Replit. So we'll circle back to that in a second. This one is still thinking, but all white is likely 2 issues. And while this was thinking, I started to ask ChatGPT, so I can do 2 at the same time. I just have to open up another tab with it. So let's try it. Replit. Because we're gonna build this new project in here. In Replit. Play with it. Let's put it in air quotes. You've outlined. Let's see. It's still probably populating. It is, so it won't let me press enter. But let's see what it says, and then from there we'll go there. But perfect. And then let's do. Let's see if we can do that. We're just waiting. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Oh, shoot. We're almost at our limit for Claude. So we might have to switch to ChatGPT, but that also might end us for today. Let's see what it asks when it does. I do have some over usage with Claude, so let's see what it did. There we go. It's doing the prompt. That's all I want right now, is the one prompt. Oh, I already know all this stuff I want. It's kind of fun that I did it in this cool color. So yeah, once I can show you how this all is, I would like to be able to show you one working app before we close out this live, but I know that we've been here for a while. I'm gonna unplug my computer because it's fully charged. I've been here like 2 hours, which is amazing. And I've still got some other stuff to do. So we copy the prompt. So now we're in this new thing because I just want to make this like a dummy one for them. Can we build this tester prototype, please? I just try to be super, super polite. And let's see what it does. The rest of the day, I might have to work in ChatGPT, but that's okay. We've got the bulk of it ready. So it is building. It might actually show us it here, which would be amazing. And then you can at least see one. But if we click over to Family Wallet, it's still building it, but you can see that, and it's not published yet, so I can't, I have to republish after it's done all this. So then once I do that, then I'll be able to show, but it's working, and this one is working. So we're working on 2 things at once. So that works very well. And once I show you guys these things, then we will call it for the day. We want to do which means one finished. Oh, Family Wallet, because there's a 1 on it. Let's add that in to the Family Wallet later, but it's good. Okay, so I think that they finished it. They want us to republish. So let's republish, and then we will take a look. Hopefully it's fixed. But I love that little thing so that you can kind of go around and do other things. But I probably have to wait a few hours to use Claude again. So we'll see where we're at. And I might actually what the heck was I going to say? Totally blanked. We might have to use ChatGPT, but I might actually wait a few hours and then go back to Claude and do a couple more updates to this family app. But I might actually just do it in here too because it's free today, so I could potentially do it here. So this Oh, no, see, it's still glitching. Still very much glitching, which is very much a thing. Yeah, very glitchy. I wonder, can I do a video while I'm recording? I don't know if I can. I can. Amazing screen recording. Let's see. This is the error. I just want to give it like 15 seconds. Okay. Then we're going to put it here. This is now what the app is doing when I click the link on desktop. I didn't ask for it to be mobile friendly, which I probably should too. Even though I made like I bookmarked it and saved it on my home screen, but since we have the time today, we're gonna do that too. I make a list of all the features I want to do, and I actually have to like go into Claude, or I might be able to search my Notion. Sorry, wrong tab. Just wanted to check on this one and see what I wanted to do for the Biz app, because I've been making notes on like the features I want to add, and then I can do that today too. So that's going to be super fun. And I also have the phone app, to like the Replit phone app, so I can do it from my phone, which I might do, just because which I might do just because my 9-month-old probably wants some time with me today. So we want to make sure that we spend some time with him. But I also want to take advantage of this Replit birthdays thing, so we're gonna do that too. So can't play the video directly, but let me take a desktop screenshot and check the deployment logs. Oh, I can't see the video. Basically, it's a white, what is it? How do I describe it? This is a critical problem. Deployment logs show hundreds of that's the redirect between the deploy. So login number 6, let me check it. Okay. I guess I can see it because that makes sense to me. Anyway, that's where we're at. So that one's thinking, this one's still working. Now maybe it takes longer because I have both going at the same time. I found the problem, but I need to check. So they found the problem, but this is a lot of what vibe coding is. I really want to show you the end of it, but it's a lot of sitting around and waiting. Like, hurry up and waiting. Let's see. We're good there. I really don't want to ask it too many things because I know it's in one of these chats. But oh, that's different. Creating. Okay. Oh, you know what? No. This is just recent. It's not all of them. No, I want it. There's like a Notion thing. Not there. Anyway, we'll find it after and be able to do it. Okay, so we can see it sort of here. They've got the sign in. You can see it here. They're like logging in. That's not going to show us anything. And then they're still working on this one. Run the app. You know what? These are just taking a long time. Oh, cool. You can kind of see what this one's going to look like. It gives them like a to-do list. That's so cool. Okay, that is actually sweet. Like, look at that. It gives them their documents, like their one sheet, like who their coach is, any upcoming events. Like, that is so cool. Okay. Yeah. Let's publish. I might change the domain on that. We'll think about that for a second. But yeah, that one's ready and you've seen it. So yay, we did one. Actually, I wonder if we... Yeah, let's do... And this one should be done. Let's see. It's publishing. It worked for 7 minutes. See, it takes time when you do these. You have to know that you have time. And I have a few things I would like to add to this finance one once I can figure out what the issue is. The thing is I don't want to move too far past what, because it might become like a like an ongoing issue. Like, it might get us too deep into a hole and then I have to like kind of start over. So I don't necessarily want to do that. But we'll see. I'm going to stop sharing. Maybe that will make it go a little faster. And then I'll bring it back once it publishes. Because we'll see. Let's see. There we go. And we're publishing the other one. and then I will message my client about it as well, and just tell them that it is basically ready. And then we're publishing this other one as well. We'll see what happens there. And then let's come back next week, maybe. Let's come back next weekend, maybe, and build something else. Maybe edit some things. I've got lots of things we could do, and we can do that on the weekend. Let's share screens and see what this app looks like. And then we can say that we did what we set out to do today. We'll get rid of that one. It loads. Okay. Perfect. Amazing. Incredible. We can do it. So let's go in. And then that was supposed to be, I wonder if it's this. I think, oh, it was incorrect. No. I need to know where the pins are. Can you tell me my pins again, please? And this one is also published. So let's look at it. Like, there's obviously things to change, but like, that is beautiful. They could do all of the things. Like, I cannot wait to share. Oh, I'm using a capital. That's what it is. There. And then we've got that. And then this is like actually our stuff. Then we have our buckets. Amazing. And let's hide that. And we have debt, medical, income, bills, reports. We've got cash flow, insights, and you can export. That's amazing. So one of the reasons I have my medical this way, and I'll just walk you through some of the other changes I want to do. Because if you want to see it, comment down below, and I'll make sure I do a video on it. But for my medical, for like taxes, you can write off, or you can sometimes get like the mileage back. I don't know if this is the right amount, but you have to put like the distance and stuff. So I want to make sure that I do that. You can put your appointment time, distance, insurance status, covered, not covered. It actually has, okay. I actually made a note to like add in like the copays and stuff, and then like do like the direction, like the distance tracker. But I've already done that. I was already thinking about that. So that was what I was going to add, but it's already here, which is super great, because then come tax time, like all you can have to do is like export it and then it's there. because I wanted this like super easy, just to be like spit out a sheet. One thing that I did not add, and I should add, is like a way to like attach the receipts to this app. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna do attach receipts and invoices to app expenses. Okay, I have added that to my list. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm also gonna ask for it to be mobile friendly, because we were talking about that. But this is so cool, and I think my client would really love it. What do you think? Did you have fun watching me vibe code and do all the things today? Build some apps. Yeah. What did you think? Oh, this is so cool. I'm using Restream for the first time, full transparency, and I can now see the comments in Restream, which I wasn't looking at before because I was walking around my screen. So, yeah, I probably should turn that on so like you can show it on this the stream, like comments. Anyway, that's fun. All right. Well, we've seen the apps. We've got the family budget, and then the portal that we're building, pre-building, and then we didn't get to the Biz App today. But as I said, you kind of need to pay me to get into that one. But we did do a lot of things today. So, and we are what, 2.25 hours in. So let's end it here, and we'll see what we can build next week, or see what we end up doing next week together. All right. Oh, we're 2.5 hours in. I'm sorry. Okay, it's been really great. It's been really fun. If you want to see something else, you want to see something deeper, suggestions, tips, if you have ideas of what we can do next, comment it down below, and I will share all that with you. Okay, I'll see you guys next week sometime. Thanks. Bye.